Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So we are so fortunate to have His Grace Hari Gopal with us, Prabhu from Govardhan Eco Village, Vada, Mumbai, India. And Prabhuji will enlighten us on Srimad Bhagavatam 8.20.14 verse. So Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please take over the turn now. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Screen sharing करावं लागेल बहुतेक.
Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So this morning we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 8, chapter number 20, chapter entitled as Bali Maharaj surrenders the universe, text number 14. Shri Shukha Uvacha Evam Ashradhitam Shishyam Anadesha Karam Guru Shashapadeva Prahita Satyasandham Manasvinam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Sri Shukdev Goswami continued. Thereafter, the spiritual master Shukracharya, being inspired by the Supreme Lord, cursed his exalted disciple Bali Maharaj, who was so magnanimous and fixed in truthfulness that instead of respecting his spiritual master's instructions, he wanted to disobey his order. Purport. The difference between the behavior of Bali Maharaj and that of his spiritual master Shukracharya was that Bali Maharaj had already developed love for Godhead, whereas Shukracharya, being merely a priest of routine rituals, had not. The Shukracharya was never inspired by the Supreme Personality of Godhead to develop in devotional service. As stated in by the Lord Himself in Bhagavad Gita, तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Devotees who actually engage in devotional service with faith and love are inspired by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vaishnavas are never concerned with ritualistic smartha brahmanas. Srila Sanatan Goswami has therefore compiled Hari Bhakti Vilas to guide Vaishnavas who never follow the Smartha Vidhi. Although the Supreme Lord is situated in the core of everyone's heart, unless one is a Vaishnava, unless one is engaged in devotional service, one does not get sound advice by which to return home back to Godhead. Such instructions are meant only for devotees. Therefore, in this verse, the word Daiva Prahita, being inspired by the Supreme Lord, is important. Shukracharya should have encouraged Bali Maharaj to give everything to Lord Vishnu. This would have been a sign of love for the Supreme Lord, but he did not do so. On the contrary, he wanted to punish his devoted disciple by cursing him. Hare Krishna. So today we are discussing from Canto number 8, chapter number 20, chapter entitled as Bali Maharaj Surrenders the Universe. So here we are seeing this episode of Bali Maharaj and his spiritual master Shukracharya. So in the scriptures, so much we hear about Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, Yasya prasadat nagati kutopi. We hear that when we please the spiritual master, the Supreme Lord is pleased. When we displease the spiritual master, the Supreme Lord becomes displeased. So many things we hear. And here we hear of an episode wherein Bali Maharaj is disobeying Shukracharya, his spiritual master. But the Supreme Lord is very much pleased. Huh? So it's like, my God, what is this all about? So that is what we are seeing in this chapter, where we have seen till now that when the Supreme Lord has come as Vamana Dev and Bali Maharaj has promised to give 3 paces of land to Vamana Dev. At that time, Shukracharya is intervening and telling various reasons why you should not fulfill your promise. And after hearing the various reasons which Shukracharya gave, Bali Maharaj remained silent for some time. After hearing Shukracharya's advice, and then what did Bali Maharaj tell Shukracharya? Bali Maharaj tells Shukracharya, whatever you have spoken is true. Religion or dharma of a householder does not hinder his economic development, artha, kama, and his fame, everything. He is telling that why I should give charity. Different reasons Bali Maharaj is telling. What are the reason why I should give charity? The first reason what Bali Maharaj is telling is that glory of Prahlad. Who am I? I am hailing from the dynasty where Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is my glorious grandfather. Everyone knows how much Prahlad Maharaj had devotion to Lord Vishnu, that the Supreme Lord appeared as Narsimha Dev to save my grandfather Prahlad Maharaj. I am coming in that lineage where I am grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. How can I withdraw my promise out of greed for money and cheat a Brahmana? I have given my word. I cannot take by my word. And then he tells that if I lie, it is a sin. There is no greater sin than untruthfulness. Mother Earth once said that I can bear any heavy thing in this world except the burden of someone who lies. That is another reason Bali Maharaj told Shukracharya. Then the third reason which Bali Maharaj told Shukracharya is, I have a fear of cheating a Brahmana. I am not afraid of going to hell. I am not afraid of being a poverty. I am not afraid of falling in an ocean of distress. I am not even afraid of death. But I am afraid is cheating a Brahmana. How can I cheat a Brahmana? That is my greatest fear, Bali Maharaj tells. The third reason. And the fourth reason, Bali Maharaj tells that everything is temporary in this world. Why should I be afraid of giving wealth? Wealth is anyways going to be separated at the time of death. Why not please a Brahmana with those gifts that I anyways am I going to lose at the time of death? That is the fourth reason he tells. And the fifth reason he tells that there are historical examples of great souls like Shibi Maharaj, like Dadichi Rishi, and many other people forget about sacrificing the wealth. They have sacrificed their life for humanity at large. So, what is this land? I take inspiration from great souls who have given their life for others. That is the fifth reason he tells. Sixth reason which Bali Maharaj tells Shukracharya is regarding the fame. He tells time has destroyed everything that the heroic demoniac kings had except their reputation.
So 51.
Am I audible? There is some disturbance.
Yes, Prabhu, someone is unmuted. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. So he is telling the sixth reason that time has destroyed everything that a heroic demoniac kings has except their reputation. So ultimately in life, everything is going to go in course of time, land, wealth, anything. But one thing that will people will remember is your reputation. Reputation is something which people will always remember. So that should not go. And the seventh point he tells is it's such a rare opportunity to donate, to give charity. Many people have laid down their lives on the battlefield. They were not afraid of fighting, but rarely they get an opportunity to give charity to a Brahmana. So it's such a rare thing to get an opportunity to give charity to a Brahmana. So why should I lose that opportunity? And then he tells that poverty is auspicious. If you say, my dear Guru, that I will become poverty stricken by giving to a Brahmana, then that is auspicious. The glory of a benevolent and a merciful giver in becoming poverty stricken by giving charity to the needy. But I am getting opportunity to give charity to a Brahmana. So I must give this dwarf brahmachari whatever he wants. And Lord Vishnu has personally come to the person whom great sages like to worship. Throughout their sacrifices, everyone is worshipping Vishnu. And if that Vishnu has personally come as a dwarf here, whether to give me boons Vishnu has come or he has come to punish me as an enemy, I must carry out the order. Like that, very beautiful reasons Bali Maharaj gives to his spiritual master Shukracharya, like seminal guru. you say. And Shukracharya is hearing. Previously, Shukracharya gave various reasons why you should not give charity to this dwarf Brahmana that we studied in the previous chapter. And in reply, Bali Maharaj has given a befitting reply. 9 reasons Shukracharya gave, and 9 reasons Bali Maharaj has given. A befitting reply to the argument given by his seminal guru, Shukracharya. It doesn't matter. Even if it is Vishnu, I don't mind. And then we come to this verse. What was the reaction of Shukracharya after hearing that? So Shukdev Goswami has again taken the mic, and Shukdev Goswami is telling us. Thereafter, the spiritual master Shukracharya, being inspired by the Supreme Lord. So Shukracharya, being inspired by the Supreme Lord, cursed his exalted disciple Bali Maharaj, who was so magnanimous and fixed in truthfulness that instead of respecting his spiritual master's instructions, he wanted to disobey his order. So he explained that being inspired by the Supreme Lord, like that Shukdev Goswami is here telling, that Bali Maharaj, he was, instead of respecting, he wanted to disobey, like that. So Prabhupada is telling in the purport that the difference between Bali Maharaj's behavior and Shukracharya is that Bali Maharaj had developed love of Godhead, whereas Shukracharya, who was merely a priest, had not developed love of Godhead. And Shukracharya was never inspired by Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Prabhupada is quoting this verse, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. So this is very important, that we should try to put ourselves in the feet of Bali Maharaj. This is not a easy decision to take, like we were just discussing few days back. Many times life puts us in such situations where it's like, what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? Again and again in life, certain situations come before us wherein, damn if you do, damn if you don't. On one side, it's like fire, another side, it's water. What should I do? So, here also, if we see, on one side, there is a Brahmana, Vamanadev, to whom Bali Maharaj has given his word, to whom Bali Maharaj has given his promise that I am going to fulfill your desire. So there is no question of breaking the promise. That was the reputation of people in those days. Once they give a word, means they will die, but never allow themselves to be untruthful. That was the culture and value systems of people in those days. That is on one side. But now on another side, his spiritual master Shukracharya will not be happy if he fulfills the promise. So just try to imagine such a difficult situation life has put in Bali Maharaj. And this is going to come, these kinds of situations again and again will come in life of each and everyone, where we don't know, what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? Like day before yesterday, I was sitting with my very good friend, a brahmachari. So he was having some back pain, some problem. It increased a lot. So one side doctor said, you have to do surgery, spine surgery. And everyone is afraid of surgery. Another side, if you don't do, then there are other things you can experiment, like other uh, not direct medical things, but other supportive medical practices, like you have other Ayurveda or some acupressure, acupuncture, all those things are there. So, but then somebody said, the more you delay doing surgery, the more irreparable damage is going to happen to your legs because of the sleep disc. There is a severe pain in the left leg. The more you delay doing surgery, the more irreparable damage your leg is going to affect, and also the bowel movement also is going to get affected. But if you do surgery, then it is not that the problem cannot relapse, it can also relapse. So there is was this dilemma, and there was this discussion and thought going on. Can imagine the person who has to take the decision himself or with the team of well wishers. The person has to go through such a tremendous challenge. I was seeing, because it's not a small decision to take, and you have to take responsibility, you have to take decision. If you do surgery, something goes wrong, you are responsible. If you opt not to do surgery and go for some other treatment, but the delay of whatever delay will happen, if that treatment does not work well, then again here also you are losing time. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. So I was just thinking, Krishna has exactly put Arjuna. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Krishna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, where Arjuna is put into dilemma: should I fight? Should I not fight? Why Lord Krishna selected the battlefield of Kurukshetra and put Arjuna in a dilemma, whether Arjuna should fight or whether Arjuna should not fight. What is the Lord trying to teach us? The Lord is trying to teach all of us in this world. For time immemorial, Lord arranged this kind of situation. To couple of brahmacharis, we were just discussing that this is what is life all about. Every time there is a situation in our life which like warlike. What should I do? Should I fight? Should I not fight? Should I do this? Should I do this? Cost benefit analysis. What should I do? What I should not do? And taking decision is like so difficult at that time. You become confused because both sides you weigh, plus and minus, pros and cons. But many times both sides are like, okay. And after some time, your head starts aching because you cannot decide. There is no clarity at that time. Which direction should I go? Again and again, life puts all of us in crossroads. The same situation which Bali Maharaj is going through here, the same situations all of us go through in life. Therefore, when we are in confusion, when we are in difficulty as to what to do, therefore Prabhupada is quoting, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. So, the very important verse Prabhupada is quoting in the purport. Whenever we are in dilemma, whenever we are in difficulty, what should I do? Who will help us at that time? The Lord in the heart. The Lord who is there, our closest friend. Ultimately, we have to seek guidance from the Supreme Lord. Therefore, Tesham Satata Yuktanam, those who are constantly devoted to me and those who worship me. Bhajatam Priti Purvakam, one who loves me, one who engages in the devotional service with love, Priti. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam, I give them the intelligence. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. I give them the intelligence. Yena mamupayanti te. So Krishna is the one who will give the thing what I have to do. So therefore, always whenever we are in difficulty, as a matter of fact, all the time we have to depend on the Supreme Lord. And when we are in difficulty, all the more we have to take shelter of the Supreme Lord. Because how much ever we try to use our intelligence and through our analysis, this, that, try to work out what will be the best course of action, but we may not be able to. So at that time, we have to take shelter of the Supreme Lord. We have to take shelter of the Vaishnavas. Vipra Dharma Achyuta Ashraya. Bhishma Dev tells when Bhishma Dev meets the Pandavas, Bhishma Dev before departure, he is seeing the Pandavas. What is Bhishma Dev telling? Aho kashtam, aho anyayam, yadyuyam dharma nandana, divitum narhata klishtam, vipra dharma achyutashraya. Oh, my dear Pandavas, what kind of sufferings you all had to undergo? Aho kashtam, aho anyayam, what kind of terrible injustice you all had to go through? Aho kashtam, aho anyayam. Yad yuyam dharma nandana. You all are dharma nandanas, sons of religion personified. Jivitum narhata klishtam. You people don't deserve to live. You should have died long back. The kind of sufferings you have gone through. You are a dharma nandana. If people, impious people would have suffered, I could understand. But people like you, followers of religion, you had to go through so much suffering. But what protected you? Vipara Dharma Achyutashraya. In life, always you took shelter of the devotees. Vipara Dharma, you always did as per Dharma, right? Achyutashraya, you always took shelter of the Supreme Lord. Vipara Dharma Achyutashraya. So, and then further Bhishma Dev tells that your mother, Kunti Maharani, how much she had to suffer after getting married when she was very young. At that time, Bhishma Dev is telling, my daughter-in-law Kunti, her husband Pandu Maharaj left the world. Early widow for Kunti Maharani. And then all you five children, you are all babies. She had to take great pain to raise you all up. And there was a constant threat from the Kauravas of they trying to kill all the children one by one. So can you imagine what suffering your mother had to undergo in order to raise all the five babies? Husband is not there, young girl, widow, always under fear of the baby being killed. Sometimes Bhimsen is being given cake and try to poison. Sometimes through burning in the lack house. Various challenges they had to go through. A mother. And then Bhishma Dev tells, Yatra dharma suto raja gada panir vrikodara Krishna Sri Gandivam Chapam Surat Krishna Tato Vipat. Tato Vipat. Vipat means reversals or suffering. Yatra Dharma Suto Raja. How can there be suffering when there is Dharmaraj, Yudhishthir Maharaj standing? How can there be suffering in the life of Yudhishthir Maharaj? Gadha Panir Vrikodara. How can there be suffering in the life of someone who is having strength of 10,000 elephant, Bhimsen, is Vrikodara. holding a club in his hand. Krishnasti Gandivam Chapam. How can there be suffering in the life of a great skilled warrior, archer, that is Arjuna? Surut Krishna. On top of that, what word Bhishma Dev is using? Surud. This is an interesting word Bhishma Dev is using. Surud. Like in Sanskrit, like in English, friend. There is only one word, friend. Or you can have like, he is my best friend. I have a lot of friends, but he's my best friend. Those kinds of words we use. But in Sanskrit, you see, such a refined language. There is Mitra, then there is Sakha, then there is Bandhu, then there is Surad. So, depending upon the intimacy of the friendship, different words are being used. So, that is the beauty of a refined language like Sanskrit. Surad. Surad means someone who is very close to you. So, Bhishmadev, what is he telling? Surad Krishna, close friend, well wisher Krishna is there. Tato Vipat. How can there be suffering? How can there be challenges? How can there be reversals in the life? And then he is telling, Sarvakala Kritam Manye Bhavatam Chayada Priyam Sapalayad Vashe Loko Vayur Eva Ghanavali Sarvam Kalam Kritam Manye. He is telling that I feel that everything is happening because of time. Sarva Kala. Time is very powerful. Bhavatam Chayada Priyam. Sapalayad Vashe Loko. What is the power of time? As a mass of cloud is pushed by the wind. Sarva Kala Kritam Manye. Sapalayad Vashe Loko. Everyone in this world is under the power of time. Everyone is controlled by time. Like a cloud being pushed by the wind. And no one can understand the plan of the Lord. Bhishma Dev tells. No one can understand the plan of the Lord. How much ever great intellectuals have tried to analyze what did I do or what did A, B, C, D person do because of which they are suffering, because of which they are going through some challenges in life. What did they do? But not possible to understand. Why? Why the Pandavas are going through challenges? Why Bali Maharaj here is put in trying circumstances where he's caught up on one end, doesn't want to displease Brahmana, and here spiritual master is telling, if you don't follow me, I will curse you. Such kind of pain we can't imagine. We have to try to put ourselves in the feet of Bali Maharaj. What kind of palpitating situation? His heart must be palpitating like anything when such situations are there, wherein it's like what to do, what not to do, whom to please, whom to displease. So this is like dharma sankat. So again and again, life always puts us in crossroads wherein certain decisions, major decisions are there, which one has to take when especially some challenging situations come in life. At that time, some situations, decisions have to be taken, and we don't know what will be the cost that we have to pay for taking that situations. It could mean life and death. Hmm? So that's how the world is being created in such a way that we never know when what kind of challenges come. But many times we think that I am Krishna's devotees. I am a Hare Krishna. I am a ISKCON devotee. We hope and we pray that, oh, my life should be smooth. After I take up to Krishna consciousness, there will not be any sufferings. There will not be any challenges. Life will be all smooth journey. Life will be all cakewalk. And I will go back to Godhead in a very joyful way. Hmm? That's what we expect. But Krishna never anywhere in the Bhagavad Gita or anywhere gives false promises. People of this world may give false promises. You do this, you will be happy. You do this will be great. You do this, that will be great. But Krishna never ever gives false promises in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna never tells that, oh, you are non devotee, you are suffering. Once you become my devotee, life will be all bliss. Life will be chill. No more anxiety. Does anywhere Krishna tell like this? No. Krishna never gives false promises. Therefore, always throughout the Gita also, Krishna tells Arjuna, Matra sparshastu kaunteya, sitoshna sukha dukkhada, agama paino nityas tam titikshasva bharata. Oh, my dear Arjuna, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance are like appearance and disappearance of summer and winter season. They arise from sense perception. Learn to tolerate without becoming disturbed. So, Krishna at the very outset is telling, Tam titikshasva bharata. Learn to tolerate both happiness and distress. So, when we become devotees, we should never feel or we should never expect that life will be very good because just because I'm chanting Hare Krishna, there won't be any challenges, there won't be any tribulations, there won't be any kind of test. That's what we think. Now I am become a devotee, so everything will be very nice. No, that will never happen. Challenges, if one has to grow in life, challenges are necessary. So similarly, Krishna also, in order to make us grow in life, he gives various kinds of challenges. Exams are necessary for taking a student from second grade to third grade. Exams are necessary for taking a student from third grade to fourth grade. So on and so forth. Fifth grade to sixth grade to seventh grade, eighth grade. So similarly, life is also like that. At whatever position we are, and till we reach towards Krishna, there is lot of different levels. And Krishna, depending upon whatever exam, whatever we can handle challenges, he will place some challenges. It is not meant to demotivate us. It is not meant to discourage us. It is meant so that we can pass the exam with flying colors. That is what Krishna expects. So, therefore, even for, as devotees, as non-devotees, there are different kinds of sufferings which comes because of one's karma. That is a different account altogether, the karmic account. But once we take shelter of Krishna, Krishna takes control, charge of our lives. And whatever Krishna feels is necessary for us to come closer to Him, He will try to do things accordingly. And some things may be very painful from the material point of view. Lot of challenges can come. We may sincerely practicing Krishna consciousness. Like one of our senior devotees, His Grace Radha Gopinath Prabhu gives example. When one becomes a devotee, sometimes Krishna gives mercy from the front, sometimes Krishna gives mercy from the backside. Okay, mercy from the front is very much welcomed. Oh, I started chanting Hare Krishna and I got 95% marks. I am a first ranker. Jai. ISKCON is great. Jai Prabhupada. I started chanting Hare Krishna and my I got a promotion in my company. My package got doubled. Wow, ISKCON is so great. That is mercy coming from the front. But then sometimes mercy will come from the backside. Oh, something which we don't like, something can happen. It could be some injury, some disease, somebody died. At that time, especially, one's faith is tested. When life puts us in challenging situations, then we start doubting. People around us start telling, hey, since the time you have gone to this Hare Krishna, till the time you have kept your foot in an ISKCON temple, since the time you have started following this Hare Krishna, see, so much sufferings are coming in your life. Before that, everything was good. But since the time you have stopped worshipping the Devtas, the ISKCON people taught you, stop worshipping the Devtas and like that. See, you are getting so much of problems. Like that, many people tell. That is the time, my God, one starts thinking, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? What should I do? Should I continue? Should I give up? So at all times, Krishna will try to test us. Krishna will put us in crossroads and see when difficulties come, when challenges come at that time, where do we go to take shelter? Whom do we hear? Whom do we associate? What is our reference book at that time? That will determine which direction we will go forward. So, therefore, especially when we go through challenges, at that time we should have the right kind of association who will give us the right kind of perspective to look at situations. Therefore, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, the vision is should be through Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. If that is not there, then many times people are totally bewildered when they go through challenges. Krishna expects us to grow. Therefore, he has given us test. And Bhagavatam is nothing again and again of various episodes of all those great souls who have been tested left, right, and center by Krishna, and those who have passed out in flying colors. Whether it is the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, the episode of Narada Muni. Can you imagine 5-year-old boy, Narada Muni? Only mother. 4 months, great sadhus came, the Bhakti Vedantis. Mother served the Bhakti Vedantas. Mother engaged the 5-year-old baby in the service of the Bhakti Vedantas. Both mother and child got to eat the remnants of the Bhakti Vedantas. Both mother and child got to hear Krishna Katha from Bhakti Vedantas. So 4 months are over, 120 days. And the sadhus bless the baby and the mother. What happens after that? What has happened to Narad Muni and his mother after the sadhus left, after the sadhus gave blessings? Next day, After the mother was coming to milk the cow, a snake came, a cobra, and the cobra bit the mother, and the mother died. And Narad Muni, 5-year-old boy, is alone. Can you imagine? It's like someone joining ISKCON, meeting the sadhus, like joining ISKCON. And suddenly, after receiving blessings, what is happening? The mother is being bit by a sadhu. How do we see such a calamity? What the world will say? What is this? Sadhus gave blessing. What blessing the sadhus have given? What Krishna Katha you all heard for 4 months? The mother has been bitten by a snake. How can life be so unfair after I have become a devotee? But how did Narad Muni see it? He saw it as mercy of the Lord. How could Narad Muni get this kind of a vision? Because he had heard from the sadhus that the Lord is always merciful. I may not be able to understand how the Lord is showing me mercy, but I have full faith that whatever the Lord does is for my ultimate welfare. Temporarily, I may not be able to see the welfare. I may see the blessing as a curse, but but Narad Muni could see the curse as a blessing. We may see the blessing as a curse, but Narad Muni could see this so-called curse as a blessing. And then the story goes on. Again and again, we see Srimad Bhagavatam filled with all these episodes of all these great souls who, after taking shelter of Krishna, they have gone through challenges. Krishna has put them under challenges and seen how they respond during that challenging situations. So therefore, again and again, Bhagavatam is filled with such episodes who try to teach us. Like today, we are seeing the episode of Bali Maharaj, who has been put in another kind of a great challenge. Whether it is Narad Muni, Bali Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Chitraketu Maharaj, Bharat Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, all these. So Bhagavatam has episodes of renunciants. Bhagavatam has episodes of great devotees who are in their family life. But again and again, the principle is that if we want to go towards Krishna, then we need to be ready to pay the price. We need to learn to see everything the way Krishna sees and try to go forward. So, in order to get Krishna is not so easy. As it is said, if you want something cheap, you can pay cheap and get it. But if you want a rare diamond, Krishna, then you have to pay the price. So, in the same way, if you want Krishna, we have to pay the price. So, that is very important. So, that's what all these great souls, they have paid a heavy price in order to get Krishna. So, therefore, it is easy to say, I want Krishna, I love Krishna. But when Krishna will put test, during that trial and tribulation, our love will be tested. Therefore, what is the definition of love? When there is an every reason for a relationship to break, still it does not break. That is a definition of love. So when we say I love Krishna, so we should understand the definition of love. When there is an every reason for a relationship to break, but still we don't break our connection with Krishna. We don't divorce Krishna. That is known as love. So therefore, love is not something very cheap. The world may use these words very cheaply. I love you, love, love, love. No. Love means lot of sacrifice. Love means lot of endurance. Love means lot of tolerance. Like mother loves the child, she goes through a lot of challenges, she tolerates, she forgives. That's how mother invests in the child with all the challenges is there in raising the child. I just met a couple whose child is an autism, 11-year-old. My God, what challenge it is to raise a child who is suffering with autism. Unbelievable what parents they are going through, especially the mother. I just did Dandavat Pranam to her. Not easy. So, same way, there is love, there is sacrifice. So, in our developing relationship with Krishna, we have to be ready to go through that journey. Whatever happens, Krishna, I want you. My faith in you should never deteriorate. It should increase with every experience. Whether it is good or bad, I should progress in my remembrance to you. My remembrance should not reduce. So that should be our determination. How much ever you test me, Krishna. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna tested me twice. Once Krishna took away everything from me. See the example of Prabhupada. Prabhupada is trying to serve Krishna, and Krishna is on a material level, kind of taking everything from Prabhupada. Can you imagine what kind of difficulty it is if you see it from that perspective? Huh? Prabhupada is trying to spread Krishna consciousness. His business is collapsing. Prabhupada is trying to do something, typewriter is getting stolen. He is trying to do something, his, his manuscript is getting stolen. Everything is becoming opposite. But Prabhupada never gave up his forward march. He continued with all the struggle. And then Prabhupada said, Krishna tested me twice. First, he took away everything from me. All reversals are happening while I am trying to serve him. But still I continued. And second time, Krishna tested his, he gave lot of success. He took away everything, that was the first test, and then he gave like anything. So Prabhupada's example is also a glorious example where we see this same principle coming in action, wherein Krishna really drilled Srila Prabhupada to its core, and Krishna tried to see the response of Prabhupada. Prabhupada always told thank you, never ever thought of divorcing the relationship with Krishna. How much ever you test me, how much ever you beat me, Prabhupada always had an attitude of gratitude. Then, when Krishna understood that this person is a 24 karat gold, how much ever I am trying to test him, he is not leaving me. Then Krishna totally gave himself to Srila Prabhupada after testing him to its core. And once Krishna gave himself to Prabhupada, then whatever Prabhupada spoke, there was magic. Whatever he did, its miracles started happening. So that is what happens when Krishna tests his devotee and when the devotee continues. So all great souls, past, present, future, that is the process. Everyone will have to go through his own set of challenges while progressing in the path of Krishna consciousness. So that is what here also we learn through this example of Bali Maharaj being tested like anything, wherein he is caught up between Vaman Dev on one side and his spiritual master Shukracharya on another side. And spiritual master is cursing. My God, that is not easy to handle the curse of the spiritual master. Hmm? But we see towards the end how Bali Maharaj is being glorified as Atma Nivedanam, as an example of someone who surrendered everything to the Lord. So, therefore, towards the end, Bali Maharaj proved to be a hero. There he has become a Mahajan. Swayambhu Narada Shambhu Kumaro Kapilo Banu Pralado Janako Bhishmo Balir. Huh? Bali Maharaj names have been imprinted in the with golden letters in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Someone who has undergone this reversal, so-called reversal, and he has passed out with flying colors, distinction marks. So that's very inspiring episode of Bali Maharaj passing out with flying colors. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So if there are any quick questions or comments, we can have.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Beautiful class. Very, very important points which we forget.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for such a wonderful class with so many anecdotal examples and Shastric references. Really,
Yeah.
really appreciate. Prabhu. And one point that really struck me, and I really want to appreciate your bringing up that point. It is like we should, our love for Krishna is tested when there are 1,000 reasons for giving up Krishna consciousness, but we find one reasons to have faith in Krishna and continue with our relationship. That was the wonderful point. Thank you so much. And that is
Thank
the
you.
reality. Like, yeah, we are faced with so many challenges and reversals in life. And if we find our shelter at Krishna's feet, then those tides are just like, waves in the ocean. They come and go. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Grace Prabhu
Dandavat
Prabhupada.
Pranam.
It was such a nice class. I joined a little late. Yes, it is very important that life takes us through the Dharma Sankat every time. And the more aware you are, we are, and the more these things come in our vision, come in our realization. Yes, and as Krishna says, yes, that Krishna says that I test my devotees by putting them in trouble, and that is very important. And also, but at the same time, the Sharanagati, the central principle is Abhasharak Shiva Krishna. So that is very important. And in the congregation also, you are seeing them a lot of times that Karmakandi philosophy permeates. That a lot of devotees are coming with Karmakandi background. So Dharmartha Kamamoksha, Dhanang Dehi, Rupam Dehi, Putrang Dehi, Yasho Dehi. This concept is permeating, and because of the proliferation of many neophyte devotees, these higher principles are relegated. I have seen in some of the congregations, don't talk about those that Prabhupada's difficulties. And this is correct. You're right. And yes, very important to reflect upon the travails that all the devotees have to go through. But as Krishna says, Deshavantagatam papam janam punna karmanam te dandam nimakta bhajante dhriyabrata. The dhriyabrata comes only when somebody is sufficiently purified. Regular people may not get that purity to stand up to that level of testing by Krishna. Yes.
Mm.
So Krishna has definitely different prescription for them, but the real test comes for those who are progressing. Very important to reflect it. Hey, thank you for the nice class, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Prabhu, one more point just came up in my mind that not just reversals, even successes can take us away from Krishna. Like successes
Yes,
can
yes.
fill our hearts with pride and ignorance, and we can go away from Krishna. Recently,
Success is more dangerous
yeah,
than
success can
reversal.
be more. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like we were recently finished reading Lilamrit, and there towards the end Prabhupada says he apologizes and he asks for forgiveness, says I was puffed up. He's just trying to, like, he's that's just his humility. and and he points out that successes can make us more puffed up and we could go away from Krishna. So we just uh, focus on reversals and setbacks in lives, but we should also be careful with successes, right, Prabhu?
Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. 100%.
Yeah,
Success is more dangerous
yeah.
because it can infuse pride and we may forget Krishna. At
Thank you
least in
so.
difficulties, naturally we take shelter of Krishna. But in success, there are chances of forgetting Krishna.
Yes.
Therefore, the residents of higher planets, the demigods, there is so much of material success and material sense gratification that there they are unable to remember Krishna. Therefore, they pray to take birth in Bharat Varsha so that they can remember Krishna here. From the Devtas from Swarga, they are praying. If we can get opportunity to take birth in here, easy to remember Krishna here than there, because there it's more like a successful environment and more opportunity for sense gratification.
Mm, it's
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Madana, Danat Pranam to you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for the wonderful class. Very, kind of, I felt like your class was like a summary of this chapter you're reading. And,
Hmm.
it's like we are here, three parents actually who are having children with autism. One myself, I have a daughter who's 29. And then I think
Oh,
Vamsi
yeah.
Vilas Prabhu also, and Partha Prabhu. And it
I
was so
met
nice to hear.
this family.
Yeah.
I never dealt so closely with the family with autism, but this 10, 11-year-old boy I met, the family whom I have been cultivating for a long time, but I only gave the name also to the child. But
Hmm.
last 7, 8 years, I could never meet. So after 8 years or 9 years, I went and I saw the child. So difficult. I was thinking all treatments, everything, but nothing is working. All those therapies and all. They are spending a good amount of money. So difficult to take care. My God. I was just thinking, what is this kind of a challenge that the family is going through? Everyone is going through different challenges, but this
Yes,
challenge,
but
what should
Prabhuji,
I tell?
uh,
Yeah.
one time I remember when I came into Krishna consciousness, so one Mataji was telling me, see, sometimes we
Mm,
don't know our own self, what we are doing, why we are doing. So there was this
mm,
Mataji, she's your god sister, Gokul Sundari Mataji. She's a
mm,
disciple of Radhanath Maharaj. So I don't know, she told me that, Mataji, I think you came into Krishna consciousness because of your daughter. So
mm,
I immediately agreed to her. I said, yes, I did. Because I felt that, there was no place in the world where I could feel secured, you know whichever place I could take her, like, be it Satnarayan Puja, Jehovah
mm,
Witness, Christianity Church, or even for that reason, like different places. So I felt that, like when I came here, I just heard one line from one devotee that we are not the body and we're the soul. And I never even pondered on that in a whole life. In 2008, when I heard that, I was like, really, there's something. I thought like body, soul, what, everything is together only. We die, we are here, now we die. And, like, I mean, there was so much of ignorance. So I said, so then that Prabhuji told me one more thing. He said, Mataji, that all of us have, like me, you, and your daughter, we all have the same soul, but body is different and that's temporary. It was even more relieving to oneself. I felt like, oh, okay, the body is temporary. Yeah, that of course it is there. But then he said that there is something inside us, the soul is same. And I never thought from that angle. I thought that no, they are like, how you put the label. This child has autism, Down syndrome, and developmental delay. And there's so many other different categories, situation is there. But sometimes, Prabhuji, one question comes to me is like, I know there are some people who have some disease and they become like mentally disabled. Like for example, if they have like right now a lot of older people are getting dementia in which they're forgetting who their spouse is, or they have some kind of a mental situation, where Alzheimer's is there. But autism is a little different. They do recognize, although they are very weak with relationships, like my daughter always confirms with me that you and me, she'll keep asking me, you and your your like she'll call her father, you both are married? Are you both married? She'll keep confirming with me till today's date. I said, yeah, we are married. We both are married. So some challenges are there, but then what happens is these children actually help us to get close to Krishna, because then we start thinking that like Krishna has given us this child. So first of all, the child, the family, and the whole group becomes separated from the other people, who are general people going to parties and things like that. We get separated out, because generally you'll find in grasta life normally people, they're like, suppose I have a son who's 8 years old, and there's another couple, their son is 8 or 9 year old. They'll become friends because their sons are same age. There's affinity. But with us, it's like they see, oh, the child is autism, and there's no benefit. So then somehow the other, I was left away from the world. The world left us. We didn't know where to go, high and dry. So finally, we met devotees, and that was the best gift for myself, I'm saying. And since then, like then chanting is so good for these children. And recently I just wanted to share one last thing. Like my daughter, I was trying my best to make her chant on beads, but what she does, she finishes the round in 2 minutes by just taking the beads round, round, round. So it was actually it was Akshay Tritiya date only, when in the morning I got one realization that I had these beads which were not complete. I had like 108 beads, 107 beads mala, and there was one missing because she can talk, my daughter. So as if she can talk, then she can do japa. She can take chant the holy name. So like some people are not able to talk. So what I did is I with the scissors I broke the whole mala, tulsi mala, and I put one more bead. So I had to break two malas. So now I have like a box with 108 malas, beads, sorry, tulsi beads, those big ones. So then I make her sit down, and she'll take one. It becomes like a game for her. She picks one and then she throws it in another box. And when she drops one, then she says the Mahamantra. Then again she takes the other one and drops, and the drop sound means. And I also teach her like after Rama Hare Hare, then you have to drop. So, she kind of correlates that. So after that only she's actually started chanting, one full round of 108 beats after this few days back only. So I
Beautiful,
was
very
thinking,
nice.
yeah, just like, I mean, it was just, it was my heart desire that how do I make her chant? Because Radhanath Maharaj says that, chanting is 99% of our devotional service, right?
Yes,
So
true.
then if it is 99% devotional service, then children with autism, they should be engaged in that first. So like that. So I just wanted to share this on the forum because it could help even Partha Prabhu and Vamsidhar Prabhu. Even him, it can help if the children are able to talk. They are then they can at least chant. It takes about 15-20 minutes to do one round, but at
Mm.
least they are chanting, they are connected to the Lord. So hopefully there is some reason for them to be with us. But then in the next life, maybe this life they can go back to Godhead, or maybe Krishna can hear them, because like you read the verse today, Krishna is there in core of everyone's heart.
Mm.
So when we are chanting, and even when these children are chanting, then in the core of these children's heart, Krishna is there. he will be able to take care, because our life, how long is it, we don't know. But at least if they have chanted in this lifetime, then somehow or the other, we have to depend on Krishna. He will take care of them. So I just wanted to share that. I just when you told me there's an autism child, just I was having that
Maybe
bold.
I should connect you with that Mataji who is also there. So maybe you can inspire her to take bhakti seriously. I'm not being able to inspire. So
I'm
maybe
not.
let's
Yes, Prabhuji.
we
Right
can.
now I'm in Delhi. I'm in Delhi right now, and
Okay.
it's lovely to connect, because I'm also connected to Annapurna Mataji. Her daughter has autism, but what happens with her
Yeah.
is she's
So
not able
maybe
to speak. The daughter is not able to
because this
speak
Mataji is
verbal.
not devotee, I am
Okay.
trying to tell, but still she has not picked up. So if we all can speak, so maybe
Yeah.
that can help her and give that,
Okay.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that
So
will be
you.
very.
Yeah. I'm connected to you because of the scheduling. So Prabhuji, you can
Hmm.
share with me the number, and I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
speak to her, and we can discuss our. Although she has a son, I have a daughter, and the son is pretty young. But my daughter is
9
29.
years.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is 9 years.
Okay, 9. Okay,
Nine.
that's very young boy. So
Yeah.
yeah, no problem, Prabhuji. I can definitely talk to them. But I'm sure they are like coming to temple, so they're inspired by you and other devotees, right? To um
They are unable to come to temple because of this child and all. Before the
yes,
child
yes.
was born, they were coming.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah.
But after the son was born, they could never ever come to temple
Yes, life is
for
totally
whatever.
different for families like ours. Life is totally different. Like I have been going to, I just one small incidence. I've been going to the
Hmm.
Orlando temple since past 2008. But now,
Hmm.
Prabhuji, I've not been able to go there because they have an evening program, and my daughter would
True.
not come back home. She would come back at one
Same.
o'clock, 2 o'clock. So it became a
Hmm.
challenge. Now I'm going to Deland Temple. The program is in the afternoon. Somehow I'm able to maneuver to get her back.
Hmm.
It becomes very
And in
challenging for me to.
India,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to take care of autism child. There is no support system from the government side and all. In the West,
Okay.
I think there is more than in India.
Yeah,
That's what
there is
they are
Prabhuji,
telling.
but so
I don't.
yeah, there is, but so long as the child is 21, because
Hmm.
18 is graduation, right? I mean, everybody graduates, but they're given 3 years more in public schools in USA. So then
Hmm.
they are given till 21. So after 21, there's no such support, because then people put them in group housings. We can't separate the child from ourselves.
India,
So
they
group.
cannot put in school also. No school in Mumbai.
Okay,
The
okay,
child will be at home only. That is like, can't imagine what to do. And the
okay,
child
okay.
which sleeps for only 3 hours, 21 hours, full active. What to
Yeah.
do? No school, nothing, nothing, nothing like
Yes,
that.
Prabhuji, there are a lot of challenges. There's another Mataji in Orlando. Her son is awake all night and he sleeps in the afternoon very less. And then 2 to 3 days, he's not able to take bath. He will not take bath, or if he will take bath, he'll take so long bath. So they are also like disciples of one of the Guru Maharajas, both the parents. And earlier he was in Mayapur. Now they've called him back. So there are very different challenges we face. But one thing is there, Prabhuji, like one thing is very solacing, because Prabhupada said that this word is dukhale masastakam, right? It is full of
Mm,
miseries. So if, like, you just mentioned that in the heavenly planets there is a sense gratification. So there's no dukhalem
mm,
there, right? But when we
mm,
hear this, for parents like us, this statement means a lot.
mm,
Dukhalaya masastika means it is full of miseries and it's temporary. But a lot of people will just say, yeah, it is dukhalayam. I see an old person, I see a poor person. But
mm.
actually, you have to think it is like, but then these children make us feel like that, because each day is a challenge. So it becomes like, now
True,
today, what is going to happen? So then it becomes like, it's not a happy day, right? So then what do we do? Just connect to Krishna only. you
true,
know
true.
yeah, connect to
Yeah,
Krishna, because the Khalim is there and then it's coming. So I think it's special mercy, like you said, the front door and back door. So that
true.
back door situation comes to us, but then we have to understand, like when Prabhupada, everything was taken away. His
Mm,
that is a time that his Guru Maharaj was helping him to come to USA. So we
mm,
have to think always that these challenges. That's why Krishna is protecting us with the challenges, so we don't get
mm,
connected to the outside world unnecessarily, to materialistic people.
mm,
Like that. So, So I'll just stop myself here. But thank you so much for mentioning about this autistic family, and so much your feeling for the mother. That itself, I
Yeah, yeah.
feel, is like so much of compassion devotees have. Otherwise, people just look and they see, oh, that they have a child like this and walk out. But you are like
No, no,
actually
no.
feeling.
I was
Yeah.
I was playing with the child.
Okay.
They were very happy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yes, yes,
I was
yes. Thank,
making them
thank
feel
you for sharing.
comfortable.
And you can share the
Yeah.
number. I can talk to them, and
Yes, yes. I'll WhatsApp.
you, yes, you can share the number with me. Thank you, Prabhuji, for your association. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Prabhuji. I will share also a place in Bangalore, which is on the outskirts of Bangalore. They've made a very
Ah,
beautiful living place, and they have a spiritual bend of mind, the person who's running it, and for autistic kids. So maybe
we-
if they want to explore that option, because the person who's running it has an autistic child themselves. That's how they got interested, and so it is very, very. I've heard very good reviews about that place. You know,
oh,
so
you
I will
share.
share
Yeah.
it with Samrasika Devidasi Mataji, and then she can give it to you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, but Mataji, is this run by the Hare Krishna ISKCON devotees?
No, no,
No, no, no.
they are
Outside.
kind of spiritual, but not ISKCON.
Not
Okay,
ISKCON.
okay.
I
I
did
wish.
another course with them, and
Yeah.
very nice. I must say, I've also met the lady. She came to the US, and the
Okay.
husband has a spiritual bend of mind. So, very reliable people. But they
Yes,
let the
yes.
parents explore more. Yeah. Thank you,
So
Prabhuji.
Mataji, share the link with Mataji, and she can probably share it on the forum, Nitya Harinam Sangha. So whoever parents are there can take benefit from that. Thank
Right.
you so much,
Yeah.
Mataji. Yeah,
So,
I can explore that little bit, also into.
absolutely. Because, the
Thank.
parents are worried beyond a certain age. How will the kids, manage and all
That's
that.
what.
But anyway, I don't know too much. So, but they were looking for actually a lot of funding from the US. So, they told me that if I can help, with corporates here or whatever. But
Acha.
because they were building this is 2, 3 years ago. So, anyway, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. I was also thinking, if this organization is already there, so if they can incorporate even like teachings of Prabhupada, can come there, like giving prasadam to children, giving them
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know, Mataji. That may come
yeah,
later, but at least
at least somebody has a foundation, in
I
India.
know, I know.
Yeah, so and we can always take ideas from it, and there are a few families in USA also who've left their children here in Vrindavan. Also, there's some places, but mostly that is possible when you have a son. With
Yeah,
the matajis, with the ladies, it's a little bit difficult. Mothers I know are, some of them are daughters. Then it is a total different story.
right.
Like
So
they have
I
to,
had done,
yeah,
yeah, but when I did this wellness program post COVID, soon post, so those people were associated with Ramakrishna Mission. So I don't know. I'm sure they will be open to ISKCON also. They are very,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Mataji, thank you for sharing. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Anyone else has anything to share?
Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam, glory to Srila
That was,
Prabhupada and Maharaj. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. I also listened to your class that you gave in Thane recently for Akshay Tritiya. It was very nice.
Hindi.
I heard on YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
in Hindi class, yes. That was very
Correct,
nice.
correct.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
was
It
invited
was,
there. Yeah. Thank you.
yes, Prabhuji. Thank you for all your wonderful service, Prabhuji.
Thank
Prabhuji,
you.
my question here is, coming back to our topic of Bhagavatam today, how, Bali Maharaj, he took this decision not to listen to his spiritual master by himself. Would it have been better if he had consulted with his grandfather, Prahlad Maharaj, also? Because now, is he setting the right trend by making a decision by himself? Because this is a very, very deep and difficult topic, because you have to always follow your spiritual master's instructions. And
Hmm.
if spiritual master is not aligned to Krishna, so it is okay to not listen to him, but should he have also consulted Sadhu and Shastra before making this decision?
Yeah. So Prabhupada is telling that, he was constantly praying for the Lord in the heart, and Prabhupada is quoting that Tesham Satata Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam. So he was always also in touch with his grandfather Prahlad Maharaj. So that was also there. Therefore, in the reason which he tells, I am the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, he tells, how can I withdraw my promise? So details, Bhagavatam is not giving much details, but could have been that he's in touch with Prahlad Maharaj. Like that also it is possible. So we can't tell whether he was there or not there. But seems like he was always connected with someone.
Yes,
Here
Prabhuji,
it was
thank you very much.
Guru is not in alignment with Sadhu and Shastra. So it was a clear case, like the same situation Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Jagannath Das Babaji. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur had a non-devotee or rather a fallen guru. So he left him and took shelter of Jagannath Das Babaji.
Correct.
Yeah, so yeah. Because it says there was a verse saying that Nishpalamata. That is what is in with Nishpalamata. That is anything that is not an element that guru is Nishpal. There's a verse there. I forgot the beginning.
Okay. Anyone else has any questions or comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for this excellent class and explaining this verse so nicely and such a wonderful question answer session. So I don't have any question, but thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your association. Yeah,
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. If anybody
Hare
has
Krishna.
any question or comment, we can end up the call here. Panchakalpatarvesha Krupa Sindhu Vaibhaja Patitanam Saharebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha.
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Nandapati Gashwindi ki jai.
जय हमारे प्रकाश ठाकुर की जय
Jai.
Jai.
प्रभुपाद की जय
Jai.
His Grace Hari Gopal Das Prabhu की
Jai.
जय all good to somebody want
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you very
Krishna.
much.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.